Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be going over a project. And this is going to be the Battle Station app project. If you're preparing for like a new cert, like the application builder cert, then this would be a great Trailhead project to complete. So let's go ahead and jump into it. This will be across multiple videos, so all right, let's go ahead. In this first part, we're going to be creating the object and a few different tabs so that we can access our Battle Station app. So let's go ahead and open our org up. And from here, we're going to want to go to setup. So you can go gear icon, setup. And then we're going to want to create a new object. This, you can either click on the object manager or just click the little drop down caret and go new object. This custom object is going to be Battle Station. Be sure to make sure all of your spellings are correct between the plurals and other things. Because if it's not, then you will get an error when trying to submit this. So let's see what other kinds of things you want to allow reports. And allow search, but there we go, there's search. And then click save. Awesome, now we are in our new Battle Station object. Let's go ahead and go back to home because we need to create a tab for it. I'm going to type in tabs in the search. And click on it. All right, now under custom object tabs, we're going to create new. And then go to the Battle Station object, and you can really click or select whatever type of tab style you have. Let's see, I'm going to go for a stopwatch. So let's click next. We're going to leave all the defaults. Next. And save. All right, now we need to enable feed tracking. So let's go back to the search. Go to feed. Or I typed in feed. And go to feed tracking. And then let's go to our Battle Station object right here, enable feed tracking. And then we are going to click on Battle Station name and owner checkboxes and click save. All right, the next step is that we're going to go to the app manager and actually create the app. So in the same box, we're going to go app manager. Click new Lightning app. Again, we're going to call this Battle Station Construction. Make sure I spelled that right. I did, so let's go ahead and click next. All right. Standard navigation is selected. And then we click next. And next again. All right, and from available items, we're going to move over Battle Stations. And we're going to move over reports. And one more we're going to add over dashboards. Then click next. Available profiles is sysadmin. Move it over. Click save and finish. All right, and then let's go ahead and just verify that it is in our app manager here. So I'm going to view all, or in our app launcher, excuse me. Yep, we do have battle station construction. All right, and the next part is we are going to verify that we have completed this step. And this will take a little bit. All right, thank you for joining me for part 1 of how to build a battle station app. Be sure to like, subscribe, and comment. It really helps out the channel. And be sure to join me back for part 2. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. We're continuing on today with our Build a Battle Station app part 2. This part will be building out the object model or the data model. So we're going to want to jump into our Trailhead org that we've been working on this project in. And we're going to go to the setup. So you click the gear icon up here, setup. From setup, we're going to want to go to the object manager and select battle station. We're going to create some new fields for our battle station app. And the first one we're going to create is a pick list. So I just click new, scroll down to find pick list, and then click next. Field label will be project status. We're going to enter the new values with each value separated by a new line. Values are green, yellow, red, and complete. We're going to leave this first one unchecked, but we are going to use the first value as the default value. And we're going to uncheck to restrict the values. And let's click next. Next again. And save and new. We're going to create a new field. So we are again going to create a pick list field. So click pick list and next. And the field label is going to be weapons status. Make sure that you do spell it correctly in case, because Salesforce, in Trailhead, you might get an error if it's not spelled correctly. So for our values, we're going to enter them on a different line. First one being is not yet operational and fully operational. We're going to leave the first one unchecked. We're going to use the first value as the default value and uncheck the restricted values. We're going to leave everything as is, click next, and then next for visibility, and save. All right, now that that part's done, next part is to create another new object. We'll work to connect the Battle Station app with our next new object later, but first we need to create it. So let's go ahead and click Custom Object. And for the label, it will be resource. Plural is resources. Make sure I spelled that right. We're going to allow reports and then click save. Again, we're going to go create a custom tab. So let's go to home, type in tabs. Click on it and new. This is for the resource object. And then pick any tab style that you want. I will go to just a chess piece. Click next. And scroll down, click next. One more time, we're going to click save. Awesome. So let's go back to our resources object. We're going to add a new field, and this will be a quantity field. So click new. And this is going to be a number field. So scroll. Let's look for number. Right there. Okay. And click next. Field label is going to be quantity. And then we're going to leave the default for the rest of this. Click next. Next for visibility. Save and new, because we're going to create another field. This next one is going to be a percent field. Click next. We're going to call it utilization. And we're going to always require this. And then we're going to click say next, next, save and new. We're going to connect this back to our Battle Station app, or Battle Station object. So we're going to have a master detail relationship to the Battle Station object. And click next. Field label is going to be Battle Station. We're going to leave defaults. Click next, next, and save. One thing I forgot to add on our quantity field was that it needed to be required. So let's go ahead and edit that quantity object. So we always require that a value is in that field. Awesome. We're going to create one more custom object before we finish this. So let's not go to the schema builder. Let's create custom object. And this will be called a supply. Plural is supplies. We are going to, again, allow reports. Scroll down and click save. I'm going to go through, create a new tab. For supply, and choose any one that you want. I'm going to create a box one. And click next, next, and save. All right, so let's go back to our supplies object and create fields. Going to go field relationships, then click new. We're going to have a number object, or number field, excuse me, click next. This one's going to be called quantity. And always require a field or a value. And click, let's see, actually, we have we're going to have a default value for this of 2. And then next, and save and new. And again, we're going to have a unit cost field. So this is going to be a currency field. Click next. This is going to be called unit cost. We want the length to be 16, so then we can have a decimal place of 2. Click required. Then next, save and new. This is a lot to go through. We are almost done. The next is a formula field. This is going to be the total cost field. So click formula. We are going to call this the total cost. Field name will populate. And this will be currency. And decimal places we want to have be 2. Click next. All right, so I'm going to go back to our trailhead here, and we're going to copy and paste this formula. It's just the total cost plus the quantity, or the unit cost plus the quantity. If I can click on it. If not, we can go back and do a quantity, insert operator, add, plus unit cost. Check the syntax to make sure everything is good to go. It looks like we have no errors. We'll click next. Next. And save and new. All right, one more. We're going to connect this back to our battle station object. So we're going to go master detail again. Just like our resource object, relate it back to the battle station object. Click next. Field name they should both be battle station, but the second one we want an underscore instead of a space there. Then we're going to leave the default values. For everything else, click next. A lot of clicking next. And save, and I believe now we are going to verify our step. Let's make sure that we did everything. This will take a while, and it's okay if you get an error, you can troubleshoot it, and if we get an error, we will troubleshoot it. Okay, so it looks like we missed a few fields. We missed project status and weapon status on the battle station custom object. So let's go back up here. and see what's wrong. And it could just be that we missed some fields, or some of them were labeled correctly, and that's usually what happens. Okay, so it's project status underscore underscore C. Make sure that we have the correct default value. Make sure it's spelled correctly. This one looks like it's done correctly. And usually if it's something else, then it's not, but if we couldn't find it, it's probably like a name or something. And then weapon status. Oh, it looks like this one is not spelled correctly. So it needs to be weapons status. And yes, I know that it can possibly change integrations. So let's click save. And let's go ahead and try and verify that again. All right, looks like we passed. Thank you for joining me for part 2 of building a battle station app. We did get a little bit of errors, but we were able to work through them. So thank you for joining me. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps on my channel. And be sure to join me for part 3.
Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing part 3 of Build a Battle Station app, and this is the modifying user experience. So we're going to modify the page layout, add some data, add a roll-up summary field, and then we should be good to go. So let's go ahead and jump into it. All right, we're going to click the app launcher and either search or open it up, and we're going to go to the Battle Station app. And we're going to make sure that we have a record in here. I've previously created the record, but you can do that by going back to New and then create the obliteration station. And then we're going to go to Setup. And go to the Object Manager and go to our Battle Station app, or Battle Station object, excuse me. From here, we're going to go to Page Layouts. Then we're going to click on the Battle Station layout. We're going to go scroll down. We're going to move weapon status. And you want it to be right here underneath the project status. And then let's go to our resources related list. We're going to click the wrench icon to bring up our properties here. And we want quantity and utilization to be in our selected fields rather than our available fields. So by doing that, I'll undo it. So you would click the field that you want, click add. There you go. And now we're going to click OK, or exit out because I've already saved it. And then we're going to do the same thing for supplies. but we want the supply name, quantity, unit cost, and total cost to be on this related properties list. And once you do that, hit save. All right, so after you've done those related lists, let's click save on the page layout. Then we're going to go back to our app. If it is in another tab, then you can go back to it. If not, you would click this little app launcher icon and you'd be good. So let's go ahead and go into our obliteration station and go to the related tab. And we're going to add a bunch of these. So I've already done some. Let's see how many we have. So we left off at Robert the Foreman. We've got 5 more to go. So let's do that together. And I'm just adding a 1 and 1% just because it's easy to click. As far as utilization and quantity. And I am clicking save and new because that will make things a lot easier and makes it so then you're not clicking a bunch of buttons. One thing that you might run into is that you might have misspelt some of these, so be careful when you are spelling some of them. All right, now that we have done our resources, let's go ahead and move over to our supplies. So again, I just went to the specific record under battle stations, related, and then we're going to do supplies and new. All right, looks like we're about halfway done. Last one. All right, so now we are going to add our roll-up summary field, and then we should be done with this one. So we're going to go back to our battle station object. A few ways I kept the other tab open, but another way is you go to setup from this little gear icon, either edit object or then go to the object manager. So we are going to go to fields and relationships and click new. For data type, we want roll up summary field. Click next. And then for the field label, we're going to do crew members. Doesn't look like we need a description or help text. All right, so we are going to summarize resources. I'm going to click sum and then quantity. And I believe we're going to leave everything else. So let's click next. And then next again on the field level security, I don't believe they'll be checking that. And then click save. It's going to add it to our page layout. All right, let's go ahead and head back to our trailhead. So we modified that. We added all of our records. Added a roll-up summary field. Let's verify. One thing to be really careful of again is to make sure that you're spelling everything right. Sometimes if you miss a letter or miscapitalize something, then it doesn't work out super well. So thank you for joining me. It looks like we passed on this one. Be sure to like and subscribe. It really helps out my channel and helps me create more helpful videos like this. And I will catch you guys in part 4. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going over part 4 of the Build a Battle Station app in Trailhead. We'll be adding our business logic in this step. So looks like we'll be creating a validation rule and using a process builder. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into our Trailhead account. So I am currently in the Battle Station Construction app, but what we want to do is we want to be in setup. So let's click the gear icon, go to setup. All right, and from here we're going to go to the object manager. And we're going to go to the resource. So I'm going to type in the click find resource, or at least the first few letters. All right, from here we're going to go down on this little page and go to validation rules. One thing is that it looks like it's mostly in alphabetical order. Let's go to new. All right, and rule name, be really careful typing this in. Inspectors underscore must underscore work underscore overtime. All right, so description doesn't look like we need to add one. However, we are given a formula. So to make sure it's correct, I'm going to go back to our page and copy this and paste it. Make sure you got the syntax right. No errors found, so we are good to go. For error message, we want it to read exhaust port inspectors must work at least 150%. No coffee breaks. And it looks like we want it to be on the field at utilization. All right, so it looks like anytime utilization is not at 150%, then it'll throw out an error. So let's go ahead and save. All right, there we go. So next we're going to go to doing a process builder. So this is one of the really awesome tools that can help you automate different processes and make your job a little easier and make the salespeople's jobs a little easier. But here, so we went back to home in the setup. You can do that by either going here, setup, or we were in the object manager, so we just clicked home. We're going to type process in the quick find. Looks like we need to add builder. All right, so we're going to click new. And this process name is going to be fully operational battle station. And the API will automatically populate. And this process starts when a record changes. So let's click save. We're going to click add an object. Which object are we going to use? We are going to use battle station. Whenever a record is created or edited, click save. And here's kind of a visual. It'll show you like, okay, it'll go here and it'll be a statement of true or false statements based upon the criteria. If it's true, then it'll go into immediate actions or any timed actions. And then if it's false, it'll go to the next criteria. So just keep that in mind if you are building a process builder anytime soon. All right, for criteria name, we're going to have it now fully operational. So it's when conditions are met. All right, and we're going to go from field weapon status. Choose so we're going to have it be equals fully operational. And click save. And for our action, we're going to update a record. So we just clicked actions, going to update records. For action name, it's update status. For the record type that we're going to do, it's going to be the record that started the process. And we're going to go project status. And changing the value to complete. And click save. All right, we're going to do another action. This one's going to be a post to chatter. And let's see. For post, it's going to be on that record. All right, and we are given the text that we are going to do this with. So let's go ahead and copy it over. Click save. And we are going to activate it. So what it does, once you change a pick list field from either not complete or whatever, empty, to now fully operational, it will update a record and it'll post chatter. So let's go ahead and test the process. Let's go to our battle station app and we're going to go to obliteration station, which is one of our stations. Project status. We're going to have it be complete. You can see chatters over here. It should update. Da, da, da. Maybe I need to refresh the page real quick. Oh, you know what? I did the wrong one. I needed it to be weapon status was fully operational. Alright, then the project status would be complete, and there we go, we've got obliteration station. And I believe that's the last thing we need to do, so let's go ahead and verify this step. Alright, there we go. That's part 4 out of 5 for Build a Battle Station app. Thank you for joining me. Be sure to like and subscribe. It really helps out my channel and helps me create more helpful videos like this. So stay tuned for part 5. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going over part 5 of the Build a Battle Station app, which is to create reports and dashboards. So it should be really fun, should be really simple. Let's go ahead and jump into it. Alright, I am currently in our Battle Station Construction app, and in our tab we have reports. So let's go ahead and go to reports and click new report. Alright, we're going to go to other reports, and which report type do we want? We want to go to Battle Station with supplies. Click continue. And then let's see, what do we want to have on here? We want to, on our columns, to have quantity. So I just am typing in the columns quantity, and then it'll update. Oh, we gotta click this little update preview. And then we also want unit cost and total cost. And we're going to add a group here. We're going to add battle station name. So it'll just kind of split up if we had more than just the obliteration station. If we had, like, I don't know, the trailhead example is the flower power, then it would show up here as well. Super great if you want to have it all summarized. So speaking of summarization, we're going to go to quantity and the unit cost columns in order to summarize them. Oh, we wanted it to be summarized. Oh wait, we only want it to be summarized on the total cost. So we're going to deselect summarize from quantity and unit cost. Alright, and we're going to click save and run, and then we're going to have it be our supplies report. And then the unique name will populate, and click save. Alright, now we're going to do a dashboard. So we're going to go over to dashboards. And we are going to click new dashboard. For the dashboard name, it's going to be construction. Don't forget to make sure you spelled it right. So we're going to click new component, so it's just the plus sign component, and we're going to use the supplies report. If you can't see the report, make sure it's in the right folder. We want it to be a vertical bar chart. And click add. Alright, we can be saved and done, or you got some cool stuff over here. You can change it based upon different things and have dark mode. So I'm going to click save and done. There we go. Alright, let's go back to our trailhead and verify our step. All right, there we go, and we got a shiny new badge on our profile. So be sure to give this one a like and give a subscribe. It really helps out my channel and helps me create more helpful videos like this, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.